resilient and fighting through adversity. We knew once again on the road there was going to be some adversity, and our guys hung in there. And really I'm proud of our defense. They went out and got the takeaways we asked them to get this week, and they stepped up again for us when it counted the most at the end. I'm really proud of what those guys did out there today.
You have a chance to go 10-2 after 2-10 only 3 years ago. What does that mean?
Well, it means a lot. It means the world for those seniors. You know, really wanted for those guys. Those guys believed in me and our vision when I came here, and asked those guys to come be a part of the Bulls. You know, and they believed in the vision. They wanted to be a part of that vision. They wanted to turn USF football around, and they're doing it now. And I'm so proud of those guys for sticking with us and helping build this football program. And for them to go out with a victory at home, their last home game is only right that everybody within our program do whatever it takes to make sure that happens this week.
Coach Tyree McCants, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. He scored in the last 4 games. He's been really coming on lately. Has he found a groove?
I think he has. You know, I think more importantly, he's gained a lot more confidence in himself. And we all knew Tyree was a pretty good football player, and we almost lost him to Florida State on signing day. And but we were just waiting. He got hurt his first year, so he wasn't able to play that year. But he's come back strong. You know, he's a really good football player. He's a strong kid playing receiver. You know, so it's tough bringing him down. I thought that catch in the end zone was big time. That showed his strength. You know, he took the ball away from the kid, and he's a big time playmaker. And I think you'll see him continue to make football plays for us.
It appeared they were hell-bent on not letting Quentin beat him with his feet, so y'all were able to do some things downfield that you haven't done in a while, correct?
Absolutely. You know, Quentin does a great job of taking what they give him. If they're going to play back and we'll run the ball, if they come up, and we have guys that can run past him. I thought Quentin did a great job of throwing the ball down the field. You know, he was throwing it where those guys could run with it after the catch, and that was great to see.
Any injuries or things not there played the second half?
Yeah, he tried to fight through an injury that he had this week in practice, and he tried to fight through it, and he couldn't. So he didn't go back in. And same thing with Ronnie Hoggins.
Did your earnest play? What was that? What was that supposed to be?
Halfback pass.
Okay.
Halfback pass. One of his favorites.
It's still one of his favorites?
Still one of your favorites?
It is. It is. We didn't hurt ourselves. We got the ball back. We were able to punt. So I keep that in the repertoire.
Coach, first play from scrimmage, touchdown, and then the second half, get an interception, then a touchdown. How important is it to control the start of both halves?
Oh, it was great. You know, we knew that's something we wanted to do coming here on the road. We wanted to try to gain some momentum from the beginning, and we felt like that play would work because we've been running it. We haven't ran that play all year, but we've been throwing it out to the back so that it came up and left got open. So that was good. And then in the second half, in the first half, they were really jumping our little screen out there that we threw to the receiver. And so we felt we'll fake that and run past him. And sure enough, we faked the guy pretty good. He fell down, and it worked.
Coach, 3 turnovers forced by your defense. A couple of times where they stopped them in the red zone and forced field goals, and then that last drive right there. So it's been back-to-back weeks with your defense, you know, stepping up late in the game. What is that like to see that, obviously, this late in the season as well?
Oh, it's great that they stepped up and helped the football team. And during the week, we gave our guys 3 things I wanted to see them get better at. I wanted to see them get better at tackling. I wanted 3 takeaways, and I wanted them to play with fanatical effort. You know, and those guys went out there and they did that, and it helped our football team. You know, especially there down the red zone. To keep them out of the end zone was huge. And then there at the end, again, 2 weeks in a row where our guys stepped up and made some big time plays for us, man. Can't say how proud I am. I'm very proud of them. Happy for all those guys. Happy for our entire football team, but very proud of our defense. They get criticized a lot, rightfully so. But for them to step up when we need them the most, can't ask for much more than that. You know, at the end of the day, you want more points than
What do you attribute Corton Sutton having such a big night for them?
He's a pretty good football player. He had a big night almost every night. Really good football player. I think we all see him playing on Sundays one day. Probably doing the same thing on Sundays.
Looked like SMU's defense was really aggressive, like at the line of scrimmage, stretching out plays, forcing a lot of negative plays early in the series. What was that? How did you adjust to that?
They did a good job, but we didn't do a good job. I didn't think we played really that well offensively. You know, I thought we had a lot of missed assignments and just getting beat off the ball up front. You know, I didn't think we played well up front at all, and give them credit. They made a lot of that happen, but I thought our guys could have played a lot better up front.
Coach, you were subbing out a lot more on defense. I saw guys like Mazzy Wilkins and Jalen Spencer, Shaquan Thomas. A lot of those guys are checking into the game. Was that kind of the game plan entering? You wanted to substitute a lot more guys today?
Yeah, we wanted to try to keep some of our starters fresh in the second half, you know. But we feel like we have some depth. We have good players that can come in and play, and we don't have to worry about anything. And just going back to believing in our guys and letting them know we believe in them and that they can come in and play for us. And we expect for them to play at a high level, you know. But I think the purpose more than anything was to keep our guys fresh for a situation like tonight, you know, and it comes down to the wire when we need them the most. We want to be at their best, and they were.
That's good.
Dietrich Nichols, 2 interceptions. They keep throwing at him.
He's a dude. He's a dude, you know, and he's a dude. You know, the thing I like about Dietrich is he got beat. He got beat deep and came back, played the next play. You know, and that's what you want as a corner, you know, not to get down on yourself and let the next play beat you. But he came back and he made a play, made up for it, and that's what you want out of your corners, you know. Really proud of him, happy for him, very happy for Dietrich.
Big ECU fans next week.
One more time.
Big East Carolina fans next week.
I'm a big Bull fan, baby. Big Bull fan, worried about the Bulls and playing UCF next week.
That's good.